Welcome to iBrainHacks for another educational video. 9 things that show your love without saying words. You can discuss a particularly extraordinary inclination as affection, you can compose sonnets and tunes and enlighten everybody you know regarding it, but here and there you should simply accomplish something right. This will mean more for an individual than any words you can say. The accompanying 9 things will help you express your adoration far superior to words. From offering praises to preparing supper together, we will clarify why every one of them implies such a great amount to your loved one. Please, watch this video till the end in the event that you need to make your relationship significantly more grounded, your affection never ending. Number 1. Give your partner some time to relax. Following a troublesome day, we as a whole need an ideal opportunity to rest from work and change our consideration regarding our typical lives. We are for the most part unique and have our own cutoff points with regards to work and even feelings. Some individuals can without much of a stretch go through 8 hours at the workplace, encircled by their partner's constant talking, then have an appropriate exercise at the rec center, return home to prepare supper and still have the energy for more correspondence and exercises. For other people, a day at work from the organization of others is as of now enough energy and correspondence savvy, so if your accomplice gets back home from work tired, it doesn't feel overjoyed about cleaning the loft or having a conversation on the imagery of bed goes works. Don't be frantic, don't surge him with the housework routine, give him an ideal opportunity to rest and some alone time on the off chance that he needs it. Yes, it can likewise happen that he isn't actually emotionally depleted. It doesn't mean he is undermining you or lost interest in correspondence. Extroverts end up going gaga for self-observers don't give this distinction access. Mindset ruin your connections. Utilize it. How can you utilize sitting alone and trusting that your accomplice will get in the talking action mode effectively and to your benefit? Discover things to keep yourself occupied with. There is in all probability something you have for a long while been itching to master, cooking like a gourmet expert, altering pictures, speaking French, or possibly you needed to sew a very long comfortable scarf for the colder time of year. There you go, your alone time is an incredible open door for that. Meanwhile, your accomplice will get an ideal opportunity to reload. Sincerely, it will assist you with staying away from clashes. Number 2. Be a decent audience. You know how irritating that new young lady from my office is. She presumably landed the position since her mama's companions with my chief. Whenever I put on that skirt I feel like I am too old since it looks too youthful on me, and it used to be alright just 2 years prior. Where am I going? Getting old is so startling. Has your accomplice at any point attempted to converse with you about something to that effect? Or on the other hand, perhaps you are the accomplice who needs to talk about every one of these things? Offer this post with your companions in the event that you can identify with this. Regardless, the other party was undoubtedly not eager about participating around there. Recall this: if your accomplice needs to converse with you about something you think nothing about or are not intrigued by, don't reject immediately. Sometimes young ladies simply need somebody who can tune into the most recent news, find out pretty much every one of the deals, and take a gander at all the things they've purchased. Don't be irate at these times. Attempt to be a sort in getting accomplice. If your better half at any point gripe to you that you miss a large portion of what they disclose to you, it doesn't mean you need to see a specialist and get a consultation. You ought to figure out how to be a decent audience means not just tuning in to what your accomplice is advising you without intruding on them, but focusing on what they say and observing it. Likewise implies figuring out the real story. Men as a rule hate to figure, but young ladies like to say something slanted, something different. If they go through 10 minutes clarifying the excellence of their new dress and afterward notice they tragically have no place to wear it, doesn't mean they simply needed to whine. They are giving you a clue to ask them out or plan something fascinating together. Who said it would have been simple? Yet in the end you will figure out how to do it. Also, it will mean everything to your unique somebody. Number 3. Do not preclude them to see their companions. Regardless of whether you heard the otherworldly 8 letters and they were not "I got food" but rather "I love you," and regardless of whether you have a ring on your finger and are cheerfully arranging your marriage together, your accomplice has not and never will turn into your property. Yes, they actually reserve the privilege to see their companions and do things not including you. When you are seeing someone, the last thing you ought to do is attempt to transform your accomplice into your property. Every individual necessity private space and guarantee they can go through with their companions. So next time your beau needs to watch football with his companions, try not to be distraught, just release him and have a great time. Yes, like we previously said, so quite a while can be your self-improvement time, and you can do exactly the same thing as your sweetheart and invest energy with your companions. You have not seen for a long time girls' night out with mixed drinks and tattle about men and so forth, who will be an extraordinary encouragement. When your football lover returns, you will have new subjects to examine and new energy to accomplish something energizing together. Number 4. Consideration regarding the things they love. Bliss comprises of little things. Her number 1 desserts and foods grown from the ground. Dishes may appear to be unimportant, but it will be a major sign for her that you recollect what she enjoys. You esteem your relationship and you love her. It works the 2 different ways: cooking his number 1 dinner, which requires a ton of work, or turning on the games channel you would not watch without, and furthermore reveals to him, "I love you." Such straightforward things can satisfy individuals. When was the last time you accomplished something little yet significant for your unique somebody? Sometime back. Do it around evening time? Number 5. Dream together. A palm tree, the ocean, a mixed drink. We as a whole long for an excursion like this, so if in the coldest time of the year your sweetheart returns home and shows you her new cap, dress or bathing suit, don't be furious. And don't say it was a misuse of cash. Rather dream about how incredible it takes some time off together. Anyone here needs to travel incidentally? Offer this with your closest companion on the off chance that you need it. Do discuss it exhaustively, we young ladies. Simply love it, and on the off chance that it is beyond the realm of imagination just yet, make your own home an island in the sun. Turn on some seashore music or the sound of the sea, watch a mid-year experience film, or make a few mixed drinks and dance around the house. Your sweetheart can take a stab at all of that late spring stuff she just purchased, and you can wear your Hawaiian shirt. Sound senseless? That is the point. Doing something senseless and fun together will gain incredible experiences, and of course dreaming together necessitates making arrangements together. That is an indication of adoration and responsibility. Number 6. Give praises. Here come the large astonishment. Young ladies are not by any means the only ones who love hearing commendations, despite the fact that they don't transparently let it out. Folks love to realize that they look great as well, so tell your beau that he is exceptionally attractive, his shirt truly suits him, or that his socks are truly cool. This is an easily overlooked detail that can cause him to feel great. You know what else you can do? Leave a little sweet post-it note where your accomplice will see it. Your grin fulfills me. You will do extraordinary today. It will make even the manliest heart dissolve and dance like a little unicorn. Within a similar stunt works for young ladies, and they openly concede they love it. Number 7. Be a sweetheart and a companion for him, not a dictator. Analysis to fulfillment and attempting to engage in men's stuff, except if men watch from their lady friends. Even in the event that you are certain you know what's better for me, let him be free holding. Conclude how to fix something and let him pick what to wear at home or which ringtone to set. He should have the option to settle on choices on his own. When he's with you, we realize you were simply attempting to help, and we concur that green shirt he purchased looks appalling on him, but it was his decision. Respect it, and obviously let him be the man in the house in the event that he needs it. If something is broken and he's attempting to fix it, let him do it. Don't disclose to him, he'll break it. More regrettable, or he's treating it terribly. Have confidence in him. Number 8. Cook supper together. When there is no time, inexpensive food is by and large what you need, but in some cases you do think often about what you eat. Cook something unusual and scrumptious. Think about what you need to cook. Go to the store together and eat at the table. The main thing here is to be around one another. Don't allow one individual to do all that. You will see their disposition change a ton when you offer to help. To arrange and preparing a major dinner together is something like somewhat model of living respectively. Every one of you has a few undertakings and duties, and it will possibly work out in the event that you cooperate collectively. On the off chance that you figure out how to make a stuffed turkey together, you can get over a more prominent emergency throughout everyday life. Number 9. Do not get irritated by blemishes. We are on the whole altogether different, and nobody is amazing. She neglects to add salt, and he never takes a new towel when he has a shower. Simply relax. To have an agreeable relationship, we need to learn not to see these seemingly insignificant details. We as a whole know the catch-22. We will adore each other for what our identity is, but you should put cursors on the table. Solitary at that point. Come, and she could keep all her fundamental hair and skin items in one, not the entirety of its home. Sounds recognizable? Figure out how to adore your accomplice and acknowledge them in the manner in which they are, even with their little blames. At that point you will see it's so a lot simpler to live that way. Please leave a comment below, like and share with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe iBrainHacks to watch latest videos.